It's dangerous. I play. You can see my face because of the massive the micro.
If you guys could use the mic to ask questions just for the sake of the recording, that'd be ideal.
Hi Maurizio, nice
Hello.
to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Welcome to North Carolina. I've only been here for 24 hours myself, but anyway, welcome. How are you feeling ahead of your first match in charge as Chelsea manager?
No, I am so far so good, so happy. I think to meet you here. First game tomorrow. Very exciting about our first friendly game. But do you know? I think when you are in Chelsea, I will like official all the games. But happy to be here, and I think working really hard with the player and with all the staff. I'm looking forward for tomorrow to meet our fans here.
You've got a smile on your face just now. I guess you that wasn't the case when you learnt of the news of Wesley Fofana and his ACL injury. Can you just talk a little bit about that and tell us how big a blow it is?
Yeah, really sad, really bad news. Yes, we feel all really feel so sad. Yes, only what we can do is to help him and to be again with the team. We know that it's a tough issue, but I think we need to help him, and we wish all the best and as soon as possible to be again with the team. But yes, was tough, but we need to keep going. The competition is there. It's in 1 month or less than 1 month that we need to start, and the competition doesn't wait for anyone, and we need to be ready to compete.
You've signed a few new players. You've allowed some to go as well. I think you've streamlined the squad. Maybe 11 or 12 players have left. How pleased are you about how quickly you've managed to streamline the squad in the way you have?
Of course, I think we have. Yes, I'm still working in the process to build the squad, to finish the squad. We are working really hard. We have a very young squad also, but I think the players are showing all the commitment, and they are working so well. And only what we can say is that we are so happy about in the way that they are working. But of course, still we need to work during this pre-season to build a really strong squad first, and then to evolve in the way that we want to play, and to, of course, to apply all the concept and the thing that we expect from them.
You say that you want to build a strong squad. A lot of reports over the last 24 hours that you've had a bid rejected for Moises Caicedo. Are you able to give us any insight into that at all?
I think all the team are working really hard to try to earn what we want. I'm not going to talk about the specific names because I think the most important is the players that we have. But I think, like us, many clubs are working in the process to sign the player that can improve all these teams. But I'm not going to talk about the specific name because I think it's not respectful to talk.
Hi Mauricio. I'll let you have a drink first.
Yes, thank you. Because it's. Thank you so much.
Can I ask you about the 4 players who are not here that are back at Cobham training ground? One of them's Lukaku, Aubameyang, Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi. What was the sort of decision there, and how did you come to the decision as a club not to bring them?
Well, it's so obvious that it's the club, and of course every part that is interested in the situation, the player also, that I think when this type of decision is because I'll agree, and I think the player and the club are working really hard to try to find the best solution for everyone. You
were open to bringing Lukaku into the group. How did you make the?
Well, it's obvious that the decision that we made and the decide of the players also. We act in consequence of this. I think it's obvious that both part, club and player, are in a position that the club and the player wanted.
Hi, Hi, Mauricio.
Hi.
Just with the injury to Fofana, how big a problem is that for your squad building and the players you have in that position? Obviously, it's very sad for him, but for the club and the team now, what impact does it have on you?
Well, obvious that we feel sad first of all for him, and after because he's a player that important for the team, for the squad, and of course now we need to think and see if we keep like we are, or we need to work in maybe to add some player, but it's not sure.
Jordan.
Hi, Mauricio. How tough is it to prepare a pre-season, prepare a squad when there is so much building left to do?
Well, I think it's a challenge. It's a thing that we knew when we accept the being in charge of this in this club, and I think it's nothing to complain. It's a really exciting moment, trying to help the club to build a different way to to operate also, and of course yes, I think we are confident that we can build a real good squad. A very good squad, and then ready to compete for big things in the Premier League.
Hola, Mauricio. Rodrigo from Haters. I would like to ask you about Leo Messi. How do you think his impact is going to have here in the United States, and do you think it's a good move for him, and what do you think of his movement? Thank you.
Okay, I think it's massive, the impact on the MLS. For the MLS, I think Leo Messi is the best player in the world, and because of that, the impact is massive. We can saw the last days where was the presentation in Miami, how was the impact in the world, not only here in USA. But I think it's amazing to see him happy, and of course that is going the people in Miami and the MLS is going to enjoy about one of the greatest players in the world.
Hi, Mauricio. Just in the middle. Obviously, the squad does require a lot of building still, but one area you do seem to have a lot of players as at left back. I just wondered how you kind of assess the competition there with Ian Maatsen coming back, and also have you had any more thoughts about the leaders that stand out in the squad, with obviously the captaincy situation still to come?
Yes, of course, that is a place that we have covered. But I want to see Ian. I want to see Luis also that can play there, or Luis Hall, like a midfielder. And then we have Mark and Ben Chilwell. I think yes, we have covered the position, but it's nothing guaranteed. I think Ian and Luis are younger, but Mark and Chile are experienced player. We'll see what happens. I think that when the competition is the competition is good for the team, and only can increase the performance of them. And then I think I don't believe really in what you asked me. I think we have leaders with experience, play with experience and leadership on the squad. I think it's our responsibility also the coaching staff to provide a good platform for them to express. I am not worried about that because they have personality and character, and I think we have a squad that with some experienced player that can be the reference of the younger, and then the younger with the responsibility also and the personality and the character to cope with the pressure to play for a club like Chelsea. I am not worried about that. I think it's part of also our responsibility to share this leadership with them. We need to orientate and guide them to act in different situations. And I think in the last 2 weeks, nearly and a half, like I said in the first press conference or in the first interview, I think it's a process that we come here to help not only the player, all the staff also, and to build all together a good philosophy, a good culture of work, and on the end to bring the success that the club deserves.
Hi, Mauricio.
Hi.
The last time we spoke, you said you were going to have a conversation with Mykhailo Mudryk and that you also needed to speak to Levi Colwell. With Mudryk, can you shed some light as to what's necessary to get the best out of him? And with Colwell, do you reiterate what many others have said at Chelsea, that he's not for sale in your eyes?
Well, I spoke with all the players really a lot, and with Mudryk also, because he was in Barcelona for a few days, and we changed message. And then we were talking the last few days. I found a really good kid, really good boy. You know, he's still really, really young, with amazing potential. But the most important thing is that what we need to earn from them is the trust and the confidence in us. We are building the relationship at the moment. Like him, like a different player, because they need to know us, you know, in the way that we act in every single situation. But we had many chat, and I'm so happy about that. With Levi also, we were talking, and really nice chat. Of course, always is private what we talk, like Mudryk and different players. But I think it's important that they need to know us. They need to know what we think. They need to see that the competition is going to be tough, but they can challenge for that and can have the possibility, if they deserve, to be in the starting 11, because football is about to compete, and they understood our word, and we understood what they wanted to translate to us, and I think all is clear, and we are so happy with all the players that today we have here in USA. Happy with all, and see, now tomorrow we start the competition, start to compete, and that is the reality and the truth, and they need to speak there in the pitch.
Hi Mauricio, Alex Howell, BBC. As you said, you have a squad with young players, and all the teams are looking to build and bring players in, but are you happy if that takes a long time, or are you looking to bring in new members to the squad quickly?
No, I want the right profiles. You know, the right players that arrive and improve the squad. I am, of course, as soon as possible is better than later, but I think we need to work really hard in the target that we have. You know, and if I arrive today, it's better than tomorrow, but we know that always is difficult.
I'm Mauricio. Just a quick one on Wesley. The operation is a real major one, and I know it was only this morning, but do you expect him to play any part of this season coming up?
Hope yes, who can be ready to play. But we know very well, because you have all the information, that always is difficult, and see, because it's not only that is the problem, if after is in different bodies, different physiologic people is, you know, is evolving in a different way. Hope that everything going well in his recovery, and can be as soon as possible, and can be ready before the end of the season.
And you referenced earlier the youngsters in the group. I was looking at the squad that's come over here, and the average age is 21 years old. There's 10 teenagers.
Yeah,
do you think you've got enough experience, and is that ready to play in the Premier League?
Depend. I think always it's not fair sometimes, because sometimes with experienced player, you know, maybe you don't earn what you want or what you expect, and with young player, maybe you achieve what you want. I think always it's about the balance and the mentality. Tomorrow is going to be a very good possibility to see the young guys to play against a tough team. Yeah, it's going to be an opportunity for them to show that they are ready to play for a club like us. No pressure, but they need to show, of course, tomorrow.
Hi, Mauricio. Michael Coe, WCHL here in Chapel Hill. I assume this is your first time in Chapel Hill in North Carolina.
Yes.
What are your impressions of the town, the university, this area?
Well, at the moment it's difficult, because only we arrived last night, and we rest and training this morning and came here. But of course, it's really hot. The humidity is terrible. You know, you sweat when you are there on the pitch. No, but I think yes, amazing. Always, all the tour here in USA is amazing. Amazing fans, and every single part of America have different good things. I hope to see in a few days know everything, but things like I can have to keep in my memories for the future. But of course, always it's nice to be here in USA.
Last question now.
Hey, Matthew Maynard, the Daily Tar Heel.
Hello.
I was just wondering, headed into your first game as manager in a preseason friendly, what are you hoping to learn from your team on the pitch before the Premier League season starts coming up soon?
Well, it's to see, because it's our first game, and then after 2 weeks and a half, I think it's to see the player how they are capable to compete. I think we are working hard to build the physical condition first, and to develop our way to play. But it's important also for the young player to see the young player if they are ready to compete and to for a place in the future and help the team to achieve what we want during the season. I think it's a good opportunity for these guys to show us that they are ready. But always it's about to win, because football is about to win, to create good feelings. Even if we are going to play a friendly game tomorrow with young player, maybe that they need to show. But I think it's good, the mentality that compete in the best way to try to win.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.